A very good morning to all of you. Today I am going to start a new chapter, Civics Chapter 2, that is Understanding Secularism. What is secularism? Secularism is referred to separation of religion from the state. That means not a single or a separate religion followed by the state or the country. Let us know about secularism in detail. Secularism is a word which has its origin in Western countries and relates to the separation of church from the state. It gives the state a position of neutrality between different religions while at the same time guaranteeing all citizens the right to profess any one of them. Secularism is tolerance of all religion with a special emphasis of the protection of minorities and preservation of communal harmony. So the essence of secularism however rests on two basic principles, that is separation of religion from the politics, and the second one is acceptance of religion as purely and strictly private affairs of individuals having nothing to do with the state. People living in large societies follow different religions. Almost all countries of the world have citizens following different religions, but the number of people following various religions differ. Followers of a particular religion might be in a majority, while other might be in a minority. That means the number of follower of a particular religion are big in number or might be in a small number. As number is important in a democracy, the majority community is likely to dominate the minority community. How it is? How the majority community dominate the minority community? The state is also likely to side with the majority community. People belonging to minority communities might be discriminated against by the government. History is full of such examples of discrimination. Uh, mm, a big example of it is Hitler's Germany. Lakhs of Jews were killed and they fled to other countries. At present, also, Muslim, Christians, and other minorities are treated badly in the Jewish state of Israel. Now, the government follows policies of discrimination against the minorities. In many Islamic countries, followers of other religion are persecuted and prosecuted. All religion communities are treated equally. They have been given full freedom to follow, practice, and propagate any religion they like. It is their fundamental right. This is because India is a secular state or secular country. The power of religion and the power of state stand separated. Secularism refers to this separation of religion from the state. Now, why it is important to separate religion from the state? As rightly observed by our former Prime Minister, late Mrs. Indira Gandhi, secularism is neither a religion nor indifference to religion, but equal respect for all religions, not merely tolerance but positive respect. Now, why it is important to separate religion from the state? As we have discussed, modern large societies are multi-religious societies. People following different religions live together. Within various religious groups, there is one group which is in majority, whereas others are in minority. As we know, in a democracy, people elect their representatives on the basis of adult franchise to rule on their behalf. Automatically, therefore, it is quite likely that the representatives belonging to the majority religious community form the government and have access to state power. So, that is the point where the state power might be utilized to discriminate against the spirit and ideals of the democracy, which discriminate against the people of minority communities. This is against the spirit and ideals of the democracy, which guarantees equal rights to all the citizens. The tyranny of these majority could result in discrimination and even killing of religion minorities. So, this is the big reason why it is important to separate religion from the state. The second important reason which has led democratic government to separate religion from the state is the freedom of religion. In keeping with the ideals of democracy, all citizens are granted the right to follow any religion, change their religion and embrace any other religion. So, citizens of the same religious community are also given freedom to interpret their religious spirituals as per their opinion and belief. The orthodox section of people choose to follow the religious and rituals very strictly, while the liberal section of the same religious community prefer to ignore them. So, let us take the example of casteism in Hinduism. Untouchability was practiced by the caste Hindus. They treated number of the scheduled caste as impure and avoided touching them. All of you know about the untouchability. In previous class you already learn about it. So, Article 17 of the Indian Constitution abolished the practice of untouchability as it was against the fundamental principles of democracy. If the state power were in the hands of those Hindus who support untouchability, it would have been quite difficult to abolish or ban such a inhuman practice, isn't? This would have negated the ideals of a democratic state. So, the pressure from the majority community would have prevented the state from discontinuing such a practice. Thus, very important to separate government and religion to allow freedom to interpret religious teachings. So, this is the two big reasons why it is important to separate religion from the country or from the state. In my next class or video, I will explain you what is the Indian secularism, what is the meaning of secularism in our country, in India. Okay, thank you.